Mic check.
Shippers at command.
check 1 2. I hope I'm audible enough. Mic check 1 2. 3 2 1, and we are live. There we go. We look at little combo on that, whatever. But you know what? Let me try turn this off. Did it look like that today or? Okay. Good, yeah. So I'm currently working on my lighting there. So we'll get there soon. So there's a lot of light what you call leaking. It's pretty much supposed to just come towards me, and then the background should be a little bit dark so those lights can pop out a little bit more. So I think I just need like a grid, whatever, softbox, a grid to put on this softbox here, and that should give us, that looks interesting. I don't like that one though. Like, what am I doing? Yeah, I think that's decent now. All right, let's just get to the review for this week. We took 6 trades. Monday 1 trade, Tuesday 1 trade, Wednesday 2 trades, Thursday and Friday 1 trade each. So I'm just gonna go through the journal here, and that should no, it's not a backtest session. Should say week 1 review. Should have made that one. So I'm currently just by myself. Let me just do it real quick as a way to see if there's someone else who'll come in. And probably let's do this together. I don't think there's anything giving me out here. So let's just do that real quick. Just so that's it. And we guys just I already have this saved, so we're not losing nothing. So I'll say week 1 review, and that's it. We're not changing nothing. That looks good. So we share, download. Does this matter? No, it doesn't. The size should be no more than 2,000. Should I make this any better? I think that's fine. And then just download, and that's it. And then I'm gonna go and load it right there real quick. So just give me a second here.
We have a fuel calculator right on our website where you can calculate your actual savings by using fuel recovery.
Just can't get enough. Dun, 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 dun. Week 1 review. Make sure it's saved in the right place. Where would that be, bro? It's not a thumbnail. Back there, I'll put it here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna change that real quick. We're gonna do this, browse, and right there, and bingo, there we go. Looks good. All right, so let's do this. This is one of the most important things you could do for your trading journey. Reviews. You know what else I don't like is that we're not quite in the middle there. Small things like that just disturb me. I feel like you know what? Let's go. So this is one of the most important one important thing that you could do for yourself is have a good journal, and then on the weekend or after your trading period, you want to do a review. Just go back and see what you did, and yep. So I do have some report of all the trades that we did over the week here. Got this from TradeOvate. Just get them as a PDF, and that's all the data. So just real quick, we started off at 50k. This was the first week, and we took 6 trades. I don't know why it's saying 7, but I think there's a small trade I took just to, I don't know, test out something. I just got in and out. I think I made like $5 on that, so that's why it says 7 here. I don't think I took 16 contracts. I don't know how they count this. I think they count together with your stop loss and your take profit. So but the contracts we took, I would say, was 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 contracts, and maybe this one 9. But if you add in the buy limits and the buy stops and the sell limits and the sell stops that are your take profit and stop losses, then I think that's what adds up to 16 contracts. So the average time on each trade was 24 minutes. The longest trade was 1 hour 19 minutes, which was a win. And profitable trades was 42% here. And then the trades and commissions was $16, and the total profit and loss for the week is 193. So if it's in brackets, that's a loss. So we are in drawdown of $193. So we had 3 winning trades and 4 losing trades. The largest winning trade was 331. The largest loss was 277, which is good, but this is 1:2, so this should be way less. So I took 2 contra. I don't know. Okay, we'll see, because this is like an average, which is something that we're gonna be, just kind of a mistake that we're gonna be correcting, hopefully. And then the average winning trade was 197. Losing was 192, so kind of like 1:1 vibe over there. Standard deviation, whatever that means. And the best trade was 331. This is the most that we've gone up. It's 331, right? And then the most we've been in drawdown was 600. So yeah. So at one point the account was at 49,400. Anyway, so we go down here, we can actually see the trades, and this is the one small trade that I took for 50 cents. So this is the Monday trade, and then on Tuesday, so anything in brackets is a loss. Day 2 we took a loss of 277, and then day 3 I took 2 trades, one on gold and one on NQ on Nasdaq there, and both are losers. They didn't waste time, just straight ahead went and took me out, as we'll see. And then Thursday we took a good trade. I mean, they're all good trades, honestly. I didn't take anything that was not good. Everything was per plan. But on this day though, I was a bit skeptical. I should have waited for a certain level to be crossed, but we'll see when we get there. So probably this could have been avoided, but it's all good. The signal was there, so I took it. I should have just waited a little longer though. And then Thursday we got a good trade. This one kept on going even after I took TP, so probably I should have waited a little bit more, but my main aim was to get out of drawdown, so that right there hit my expectation. And then we took a loss yesterday. A good trade, it just didn't work out. So let's go and see. So what do we have here? Position history. Well, went in, and I think we've already gone through this. So that was the Monday trade, Tuesday, pretty much. I don't know if my whatever is visible, should have had it like this, because that could be a little bit small. Yeah, so that's visible. So that's all I went through. The trades are right there, and then what is this? These are the actual trades that I took. So this is the actual numbers after fees and commissions right there. So pretty much a decent week, just not profitable. So let's just go straight to the actual trades that I took. So on my journal here, I'm putting the entry time and the time that I exit. And the other thing I need to add is the amount of drawdown that I experience, right? So points, I need to add that in there. So this is the risk to reward. Like I was going for 1:2 or whatever the with regards to the size of the stop loss, the distance, and these are the points, the potential points. This is how far that setup unreached. So I need to fill this. We'll do that right now. And this is actually what I got. So in the first trade it was 165 points, which is nuts, but with regards to my risk, then it was decent. And then this is the amount of the stop loss that got hit. So if I need to know the amount of stop loss, I just divide that by 2, the ones that I won. But the ones in red just means my stop loss was hit, which means those were losses. And then I do have the images here. I need to start putting them after what the market did after I stopped trading, which is I think important to note. And if I have any notes, I just put them here. This is the amount before fees and commission, then the fees and commission is right there, and that's the actual amount. I just feel like this is important for me for now. Even though I have this in the reports, I just want to see, because there's sometimes you take trades and then the fees and commission add up so much, but I think that is when you're just, you know, over trading and stuff. That's where the fees and commission come kind of get in your way. So let's go look at the trade that I took on Monday here. Let's check out the image, and it was really nice trade. It was like a textbook trade. So the first thing I do is, this is the 15-minute time frame on the right here. I like to establish my zones, and pretty much what I look at is if there's a series, either one candle or a series of candles, mostly they're usually 3, could be even 4, where it was the last candles that went up before like a down movement. And then so what we're supposed to see from here is a high, a low, and this is a lower low. So we should see a higher low and then price to keep going and forming higher lows, but it doesn't. It just goes and crosses above that zone. So I don't know if that makes sense, and I'll call that a breaker. So this area here was supposed to hold price. This was supposed to be resistance, so price can keep going down, but then price just pulls through. So what I wait for is that will now act as my support, and that is what I'm looking for. And then when that happens, when we just close above that zone, I go to my 1 minute, and this is where I look for my setup. All I need to see is this EMAs, and there's just simply 150, 16, and a 5. I need to see them line up, and then I need to see a retracement for price to come back and touch the 50 EMA. It can also come all the way to the 100. Price can also go all the way down, but the blue EMA here should never cross the 50. If it does, I have to wait for them to line up, and then I have to wait for that retracement. And pretty much this is what you see here. So with that retracement to 50, my signal is gonna be when the lowest EMA, which is 5, crosses 16. That tells me, hey, we do have some momentum. So that's where I go in. So I'll wait for the second timer. Once it gets to 2 1 before 0, I hit my buy, and my stop loss is just below the 100 EMA. That is if we don't have candles in that area that are below the 100 EMA. If this candle here was right under that 100 EMA, that's where my stop loss would be. And then I just go for 1:2, and pretty much that's it. So I'll go to the higher time frames and see if there's any levels that I think we're gonna reach. Like in this case, there was this volume imbalance on the daily channel, on the daily chart, that I thought we'll get to. Pretty much we did get there, and it also go to that 1 hour. So I like it when we have higher time frame levels, which are way above my 1:2. And that trade right there is what gave us. Now, why did I close those? Let me see if I can find them. Oh, just give me a second here. Anyway, you can go see the start of the stream. So actually no, we do have the numbers here. So that gave me 331. Only took 2 contracts, or maybe it was just 1, 2, whatever. Okay, let's go see the second day, which was a loss. Let's see what happened here. Again, looking at the 15-minute on the right here, that was the zone. As I told you, a series of 1, 2, 3 candles that usually go together. The market comes down. This is supposed to be resistance, but we just break, and then I'm waiting to see some form of support. And then when we close above and we retest that zone, and now we start going up, I go to my 1 minute and I want to see if my EMAs are forming, and right there they do line up. And then on the retracement, I'm waiting for price to touch 50, which it did over here. So pretty much my signal should have been this candle here. But then another thing I'm kind of insisting on waiting for is to see a trend line break, right? That will usually form when price is retracing. And then once we close above that retracement, that's where I get in. Now, we did have this 1 hour zone here, which was from the previous day, right? And I thought that could be resistance right there. So a hunch me was telling me, yo, you know what, wait for the 15-minute candle to at least close above that zone, and then wait for a retracement and go in, because we still have some room, at least to that previous day level up there. But then something me was like, everything is already lined up, your indicators are good, we already closed above a level. So when I saw this candle, honestly, FOMO hit me, because I'm like, you know what, we now have a momentum, and this is the candle, this is now where we're gonna break this zone. And immediately I entered, bro, price just came down. One of the things I've been battling with is sometimes, even if not all the time, price will kind of give you a second chance. It's like it will come back to your point of entry, and it's just telling you, hey, get out. But the thing that hits you is, hey, price is now coming back to keep going up. So it's kind of tough, because if you get out and then it keeps going up, so I don't know. But I feel like most of the time it will come back, give you a chance to get out, and I'll just go hit your stop loss. So probably I should have come out here, but the thing is, once you're in, you just submit to your loss, because that's a planned loss right there, and it's all good. We're not expecting to win all the time. So that right there was a loss, and good trade. Only that next time, if there's such a zone, I think I'll wait for us to close above it. The thing is though, if that's your decision, you also need to be ready to lose that, because it could have easily just closed above that zone and then kept on going up, and then you're like, I should have followed my rules, I should have entered. So whatever, man, I think it's a good thing I took that trade, honestly, because could have easily kept on going up. So boom, let me see if this is kind of what happened on this day. I think there was like no, let's keep going. All right, so let's go to Wednesday. Wednesday I took 2 trades. I don't know why I did that. I should have just taken one because I was in drawdown, right? No, I was way above 50k, just like $52 above, so that's okay. So I decided to take 2 trades, one on NQ and one on gold, and they both took me out almost immediately. They were both good trades, so no regrets on that. Again, here we go. I had 2 levels here, but this is kind of the refined one here. That down candle before we shot up, and we come and we close below that zone right there. So now I'm waiting for price to retrace to that area, and then when we start going down, I want to be in that trade. And you can see the EMAs line up so well over here. And I'm looking at my charts over here, and we come back to that area. We touched that 50, and I'm waiting for 5 to cross 16, and when I see that signal, boy, I'm in. My stop loss just at 100, and the moment I go in, it just retraced on me and took me out almost immediately. I'm saying this was 1 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes max, and I'm out. Yep, 3 minutes. All in all, it was a good trade. It was a really good trade, so no regrets. That trend line formation over there. The thing is, we had gotten to this previous day week EQ. There's just things that happen every time there's a week on a higher time frame, at least 15 minutes going up or whatever time frame, price will tend to turn around, right? Or just some form of a reaction, but you don't really know what's gonna happen. So your strategy just gives you an edge and you just follow it. So let's go check out that the trade I took on gold, which was also a good one. Again, this was the zone here. We closed below it with this candle. Even though we shot up, you can see price being kept within the zone. So for me, I'm like, I think we might get some bearish moves here. And we had that sell side over there. This was news here, I believe. What news did we have on Friday? On Wednesday. Let me see that real quick. Was that on the 4th? We had NFP, ADP, non-farm employment. And that is that candle right there, because this is 5:30. So I was thinking they'll want to come down and fill this week and kind of take those lows, but again, I was wrong on that one. So wait for my retracement. The moment we close down 5 crosses 16, I'm in, and almost immediately, like, price just went and took me out, and that was good. The thing is though, I should have just taken one trade, either the NQ or the gold for now, but I think since I was above 50k, I was like, I think it's okay. So I ended up losing a little bit more than I should, because my maximum loss per trade per day, I want it to be 250. So that was way above. That's like what, 67 bucks above my daily loss limit for this account. So yeah, that one I kind of took a hit over there, but it's all good. So the thing is though, if those two worked out, bruh, it would have been good. So probably I'll play that game when we are at least above 500 bucks. Or if one trade wins, then and then the other one, if let's say I take a trade on NQ and I get my 1:2, if gold is presenting something, then I can risk something. I can risk like 1% of the 2R that I just made. Otherwise, moving forward, we're just gonna be taking one trade only, but because we can't really do anything less than 1 micro. But if let's say one trade is like 125 stop loss, the stop loss is 125, and the other one does allow for it to be within 125, then yeah, we can take 2 trades, but just try and be within the 250 loss level for now. 250 dollar points, whatever. So let's go to Thursday real quick. Thursday was a good winner, was a win, and this is like worked out. Again, I had two. This is a 15-minute. I had two zones right there. Again, the last two down candles, the market shoots up, and then it breaks the zone. And there was a similar one down here. So this is kind of something I'm doing. So I'd say they're evolving. That's a term I had from ICT when it's talking about evolving fair value gaps. Oh, what was it? So you don't get stuck on this level. And if we keep crossing, you just keep changing your levels, you know. So this right here was my latest level. As you can see, we didn't quite come back to touch it, which is something I've seen that I don't really require as long as my EMAs are lined up nicely. But we are well below those levels, so that's pretty much okay. Now, as you can see, the EMAs lined up here on the left side. The EMAs lined up, and then we retrace back to the 50, forming a very nice trend line over there. And once we so this right here should have been the signal. No, actually the close of that candle was the signal, and also happened to be the candle that closed below the retracement. And as you can see, it was a good bearish candle. So there's no, I was like, I'm taking this. And the 1:2 with respect to the stop loss, which is at the 100 EMA, was supposed to be at this zone. But then I'm like, you know what, I'm in drawdown. So what I want to do is just take this account back to the initial position, right? And that's why I got out of here. And there we go. It gave me like 260 bucks, so we were able to take the account back to 50k. I mean, it was 49,902, so just $8 short. Otherwise, I really felt like maybe I should have waited, right? That's how it feels like though. But if that trade got there and then it retraced, bruh, that would have messed me up a little bit, right? I mean, it would not mess me up because that's a planned loss. Plus, I'd already I broke even, right? So it's pretty much a risk-free trade once we got to these levels down here. So that is something that I think is good for me in terms of, like, right now I'm in drawdown. So I mean, we're now at 49,000. Where are we? Can I see the math? We now have 49,812. So coming Monday, my main aim is to go back to 50k, but that drawdown is not so bad. So I'll wait for the 1:2 to close. We're gonna be getting it. Otherwise, it did get to this point, and I think it kept traveling. It kept moving, which is why I haven't put this yet. The potential of that trade. So let's go check it out. This was Thursday, and when was Thursday? Thursday was the 12th. So let's see how far it went. Ooh, that thing traveled, boy. It really went. So what I'm gonna do is just see how far it went with respect to the session, right? So that trade was humongous. So it went for, just give me a second here. So we'll just say 5, 1:5. And out of the 1:5, we only took 1:4. It happens a lot, and it's all good. So just take it back to where it was. So what we're gonna do, what have I done? I need to see how many points those, 466. So let's write that. The potential was 5R. No. The points was 466. Oof. And the potential was 5. Just put that there, and then when we get enough data, then we can know how we can play around with everything here. So let's go look at the last day. So that right there was a good decent trade, and it just smashed. We had all this sell size below there, and we took them all. So let's go to Friday, which is the day I took the last trade we're gonna be reviewing here. Again, this was a good trade. It just didn't work out. Otherwise, everything was just in play. There's one candle here. That was not really a level, but it's still decent though, because we still could have come back there. But this was the main one that I saw. A series of up candles. We come down, took all this sell side, and then we close above it. As you can see, it acted as support here. Price was sent up. So when I saw that, I was like, nah, this is not gonna leave me. I'm gonna take part in it, right? And see the EMAs just line up nicely, and a retracement. So the lining up just happened here, right? And then we have that mini trend line. So the moment we closed above it, I was like, bruh, I'm taking this. So my stop loss at the 100, right? Unless those candles below, just around that area, that's where my stop loss would be, below those candles, but there was not. And you can see market just almost immediately after a minute or so went into drawdown, came back. Something's telling me, hey, get out, this is just a second chance before it goes and hits your stop loss. But then I'm like, nope, we submitted, it's a planned loss, we stay. And then when I saw that kind of, bro, I was like, yeah, gold is golden. Gold is golden. And then I just saw that drawdown, drew that fair value gap real quick right there. It just got inverted, and you can see price come and retest that fair value gap, that inverted fair value gap, and we just go down. But all in all, I think it was a decent trade. It just didn't work out, right? I was also looking at the NQ. Let's go check it out real quick. NQ would have given me some action if I took it. Where is it? Right here. The same kind of period, but we didn't make it to 1:2. This is just me shoulda, coulda, would in here. What would this entry be like? Look like? Actually, you know what? NQ would have won, because if that would have been my entry right there, then my stop loss would not have been below 100, because we do have candles. It would have been below that low. It could have struggled, but at the end of the day, still got that 1:2. This was just like an foresight trade. But all in all, I was good with that trade. It could have easily worked. It just didn't work out. And that's how we ended up with a drawdown, total weekly, whatever, right there. So let's just do week 1. Ended up with minus $191. That right there was week 1 shenanigan. And that is the end of my week review, and I'm just gonna end the stream here, and we'll be back on Monday to do the same thing. Follow the same rule. We're not changing nothing, we're not adding nothing. We're just gonna stick with this style of trading, and we'll see after a month where we are, just when I have enough data to kind of know what we need to change, what we need to add, or just stick with this. I think it's decent enough, and we should be able to get to that $3,000 goal. Already we can see some pattern here. Most of the trades are after 7, and actually all of them were after 7:30. Only one was before 7. Yeah, so 7:30, all the trades were after 7:30. So we'll keep seeing where this data leads us. I should go back and do those after images, but I'm tired, man. I need to get my eyes off of these charts. Otherwise, that was Kevin Bundy. I think I'll just start calling myself Kevin Bundy instead of Trader Marera, because now I'm working with Marera Capital. That's the whole body now. So unless there's any questions, I'm out, and I'll see you Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. It is a bank holiday, but there's been moves on those holidays, so I'll just show up. Where is it? Feb 16th is a bank holiday right there. I'll still show up right before 9. If there's something decent, we'll just take it and see how that goes. Otherwise, I'm done. Unless there's any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. But I'm out, and I'll see you when Monday morning. Let me get the musica ready, and I'll see you on Monday morning. Kevin Bundy with Myra Capital, and I'm out. Peace.